Yep. All right, welcome back to Less Cash More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today, we have a semi-return appearance. Today, we have Ellington Reserve Salted Caramel. Now, we did the regular Ellington Reserve, which was a Canadian whiskey, but it wasn't made. It was made in Canada, and it was bottled in Minnesota. So this is the same. It's bottled in Minnesota. It's owned by the United States Distilled Products. And they basically get stuff shipped over, sourced in. They create a label, make their own stuff, and call it a brand. So they do have a bunch of different flavors when I was looking at them. But this was one of the ones that might get picked up at Total Wine and More. I don't know if we figured out if it was a Total Wine and More.
I never looked
product or not, but I can say.
Did you see it somewhere else? Or
I have never seen this. I've never seen this before.
Because the way the label's set up with nothing on it, I'm thinking it's a...
It might be a Total Wine only. Again, it's a sourced... there we go. It's a sourced thing anyways. But I will say about the Ellington Canadian one, when we tried it the day we tried it, we said, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. But he took it home and brought it back. And it's up here now somewhere. But it is really butterscotch, really... it was really flavorful. Like it totally changed.
And easy drink.
Very easy drink.
If you're starting,
if
you're really starting like into whiskey, that's a really like easy.
And I'm assuming this is even like, because this is only 70 proof.
Yeah, I would say it's gonna be.
This is gonna be like, this might almost be too sweet because I remember I dribbled there. I remember the other one ended up being like, whoa, like it totally changed. But for it's 70 proof, 750 milliliter is a whopping $15.99. So to me, without even trying it yet, I'm wondering, is it going to be whiskey with a little addition to the smell, or is it going to be the smell with no hint of whiskey at all?
The smell is a whole, like you just opened up the square caramel. When it came in the bag, and you just open them up, that's what I get. Like, just open
You're getting caramel.
There's nothing.
Flavored by salted caramel. I would hope it's going to be a salted caramel smell, and you definitely get that.
Yeah, you know, all the ones so far really, like even, well, the mango habanero, you really got mango to start.
Yep.
But
let's see if it even has a whiskey resemblance. Smell-wise, you can't get past the caramel. We'll have to see if it changes with my taste.
It's a whole caramel going down. Oh, caramel maple syrup kind of.
That is. Actually, you know what it reminds me of? It actually reminds me of the complete butter shot. Did you ever do the butterscotch schnapps and then you take the Bailey's Irish cream, turn the spoon over?
You said that before. No, I really never.
You've never done them? Oh, they're phenomenal.
Maybe I have.
And you fill it, you know, 3/4 of the shot, you fill it up with the butterscotch schnapps. And you turn the spoon upside down. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
You layer it on top. This is like the complete package right here.
If this
actually has the butter. This
you could put this over waffles.
That's what I'm saying. Honestly, I'm not even getting caramel as much as this is like a butterscotch to me. This is really like
I'm getting like maple syrup.
It's almost like maple syrup.
Yeah, it does. Like when we went to the little shack, I forget what it was called, maple something, and they gave you warm samples.
Zero heat going down with this. This is anybody would drink this. I guarantee Ma would drink this. She loved the butter shots when I made them one day. She's like, I'm not doing a shot, not doing a shot.
You could have.
And then she's like, give me another one. Oh, 100%. That was where I was going with it. You know, when you drizzle like the Bailey's over ice cream or whatever you want to put over the ice cream.
You kidding? My wife would be going nuts. We start drizzling whiskeys over ice cream and
but this has that nice butterscotch flavor. This would be phenomenal on an ice cream sundae. Right. You know what I mean? Like there is this.
You could actually put
in coffee. 100%.
You could put it in a syrup jar, because
it's not thick, but it has
homemade
that
syrup
nice,
really isn't thick.
It's funny how that is, anyways. Though it is if they boil it enough.
I don't know. Every one that we've bought so far is
super thin.
Yeah. Honestly, it's almost like this. You may see a little.
This would make a phenomenal cake. Like if you want that caramel butterscotch flavor in a cake, like there's endless possibilities with this one. Honestly, like or just straight up drink it. This reminds me, and I don't know if you ever drank like amaretto, which is like I think a hazelnut liqueur. Like a couple friends of ours used to drink it. Like one of our friends' mothers, and then like somebody else brought it one time when we were on vacation, and it's kind of like a nutty. It's a nice, easy. This is super. That's what this reminds me of. It's a nice little happy sipper that has 0 burn, 0 everything. Guaranteed your wife would love this one if she likes like a caramel. Like this is like, actually, I bet even Tammy, who won't, if she tries to drink anything whiskey, she's like, meh,
she probably would be able to.
There's no 0. You don't even get that smell.
No, it's straight up caramel syrup. To me,
caramel to me it hints butterscotch, but it really does taste like a maple syrup, like a.
This would be another one in trouble in the summertime. I think
I'm thinking almost endless possibilities. You know what? I can't get away.
Yeah, it's gonna be all with food and snacks.
Well, it's funny because we just did this. This tastes like when I just had you eat the Eggo cereal that we did with Ryan's thing.
Yeah,
it tastes like I'm drinking them now. Like it gives you that maple syrup.
Be pretty good with it.
Right in there. You could actually, they make beer for your cereal now. You didn't throw the whiskey in the cereal. Yeah. This is like an added maple flavor to that actual Eggo cereal. That would be. I actually thought this is going to be way too sweet. It's going to be nasty. And this is not sweet. Well, it's 100% sweet.
Yes.
Let me take that back. But not too sweet. Like this is, out of all the flavors we have, this is probably the like easiest, smoothest drinker. Like the peanut butter one was easy to drink, but it had a weird, like it didn't give me peanut butter vibe. It gave me an aftertaste. This is actually like, you could just go,
well, even if you had a nice cube of ice, this would be,
Or the other way around. I could put this, you could put this in a coffee. You could put this in a hot chocolate because some people like the caramel in a hot chocolate. And, like there is absolutely endless possibilities. Like you could put this in and it would not alter anything but a delicious syrupy caramel butterscotch
in your
flavor.
State.
In your state eventually, right? Yeah, the last 2 rum cakes I had were 151 rum, and that altered your state. Like that way, this wouldn't even. This would get you in trouble. You could guzzle this right down on a nice hot day, sitting on a back porch. This is like that's what I'm saying. Like
little big,
even on a cool day.
Rock,
yeah.
Or chilled glass.
This would. I bet this would actually. I don't know if you'd want to water it any more than it already is, but you could if it just sit.
You had like an insulated cup with an ice cube. I think it would hang on for a while.
Right.
I wouldn't use crushed. I'd just go with like 1 block or something just to keep it cool.
Yeah, just to keep it cool.
It's only 70 proof, so it's not going to melt like out of control.
Yeah.
And 10 to 1, it's not going to be there long anyway. Even if it was the girls, it wouldn't be there that long.
No, this is a smooth, easy. I think this is, the catch fire that we did, the fireball one, actually tasted exactly like a fireball. But I think that one would have eventually you get sick of drinking the cinnamon. It would. I think this one.
Bottle of that one too.
Yeah, you bought it.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one I think you could. This would go right down.
Bottle.
This would. No, it was 1.75 liter. It won't go anywhere. You know what? I actually seen them do that with that one. They actually made barbecue sauce out of it. And I'll share my revelation with you guys. You'll get a kick out of it. I'm stupid sometimes. Like some things they don't register. So I always thought baking cinnamon, like when you put cinnamon on pancakes and stuff, was different than like hot ball cinnamon because it's the same. I smelt it, like I made cinnamon tea the other day. It was cinnamon apple tea. And when I squeezed the tea bag and I smelt it, I was thinking it was like the baking cinnamon when I put it in, bake apples and cinnamon. That's what but it's the same cinnamon. It's just like a stronger degree. And I was like, it didn't dawn on me that it's the same smell. Because when you put it in a cake, it doesn't smell like a fireball. It doesn't taste like a fireball. It gives you a different variant of, like when you make French toast and you put cinnamon on it, it doesn't taste like you're eating a fireball at all. But it's the same stuff. It's still cinnamon. And I'm thinking like cinnamon gum, hot balls, they're different than cinnamon that you put on, but it's not. It's the same shit. So it just dawned on me, and my wife's like, you're stupid. I'm like, I am. But it just kind of hit me like, I'm smelling it. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's the same shit. I had the cinnamon thing out, and I'm smelling the tea bag, and I'm like, it's the same stuff.
This one's going to be really short, because it's just...
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to say on this one.
What you read is pretty much what you have.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot on the bottle. I will say even though they don't make it and it's a Canadian product and it's coming over, they do a pretty bang up job.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other comparison is if we had the other Ellington and you wanted to see, because it had a butterscotchy taste.
That's right.
I don't know how much more.
Third one in.
This one has. If you wanted to do it, it's up to you. You don't have to. But this is the original, and
I remember that being.
It had a nice.
You want some?
It had a nice butterscotch to it.
I don't know if he had a fork, but I guess not.
No. Don't move.
Almost the same color.
That's what I'm saying. It reminds me a lot of
this is like overpowering. You can't even not guess what this is.
No. So this is. I'm putting myself more, but let's see if there's. Yeah. So now smelling it, huge difference.
There is.
Like I remember this being super butterscotchy, but now that the salted caramel's involved, then forget about it. That's the night and day. Like this is huge caramel butters. I keep saying butterscotch.
I bet if you mixed them, maybe you would be.
But let's see. This one opened up though to a. This one gives you that Canadian whiskey smell.
It's still so easy. But it's more on the whiskey side.
Now see, my personal taste buds, I would drink this one well over this one because I like the regular whiskey.
I agree.
It gives you that hint of the butterscotch with a, and I say this one reminds me more of the butterscotch nose, but it gives you the hint of that with a little bit of the whiskey flavor, where this one is just like
really
a syrupy.
Yeah,
no,
that's like almost a maple syrup.
This is where's my pancakes. I'm putting this on my pancakes. I'm putting this in my Cheerios to flavor them up. Like you need to do something with that. Like this one, I got to make a cake. You know, it's like a syrup type. Where this one still drinks like a whiskey. But either one of these, I know you said one of the girls at work went and picked one up. But
don't put this in your syrup jar, Emily.
Put it in your syrup jar, Emily, especially if your kids are crazy. That's what calm them down a little bit. But no, they honestly, this is.
I think that'd be pretty funny.
All right, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not recommending that as a remedy, but that's what they used to do in the old days, anyways. Put whiskey on the kids' gums to keep them, when you didn't have.
Maybe Joe wasn't around then. Get them the 100 proof. That's why Wild Turkey 101 was so popular.
Well, all of that, a lot of these brands that survived throughout Prohibition, they actually sold for medicinal reasons anyways. But
drink this.
Honestly,
I'm going to cut you in a minute.
I'm drinking this. This one's super smooth, too.
This one, no. It is.
This one is syrup without a hint of whiskey, and this is a whiskey with a hint of like a butterscotch in the background. Yeah. Like this one's a nice... It's actually
really... now that it's sitting here, you're right. It's got the butterscotch.
It's actually got a nice, super smooth, easy.
It evaporates quick, too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hot up here in this room. It does evaporate. I think this one got lost into Jocelyn. It kind of evaporated on the ride. I think that was one of the ones. I don't think I've had it since. That's why I said, let's try it. Because I don't think...
Well, you go back to back.
Not night and day.
This is super sweet.
Super sweet.
It is, and this was the first one. Almost like maple syrup.
Yeah, this one was the first one we drank for the day. So like we literally started with this one because I said let's give it a try, and it tasted like it could have been. It's not even a whiskey. This is caramel maple syrup. This is definitely. Oh, if you mix it, it's going to be like soup. Yeah, maybe you'll have the difference.
Maybe I'll get a little whiskey flavor. I don't know.
But for this is what I said. This reminds me of butterscotch schnapps in Bailey's. And if you have never tried that, for anyone who's looking for a nice... my mother really didn't drink that much. No. And you make a shot with butterscotch schnapps, you turn a spoon upside down, and you just drizzle any Irish cream on the top of it, and it makes a little butter shot. And it'll float. The Irish cream will float, and you drink it like a...
We did actually do them at a wedding.
It is so smooth and so easy and such a happy little drink. It doesn't even... it tastes like you're drinking... If you've ever had... Because my grandmother used to have the butterscotch candies, which I don't even know if they still sell.
They do.
Anymore. Do they?
Branches?
Do they still have the butterscotch candy? And it tastes exactly like
So if you mix it, now you get a little more... You actually get like a whiskey flavor.
With the thing?
With the syrup.
So that's the trick, is to mix a little in with the... Honestly, this has its own purposes, and I'm sure, like, for those people that want to have a drink, like in a social gathering, but don't want to drink whiskey, this is your whiskey that you want to, like, it's so...
Does it say whiskey? It just says salted caramel, right? No, it says flavored whiskey.
It is. the same.
And to be honest, if you go down the Whiskey Island, there is flavors out the kazoo, from peach to apples to blackberries. And I don't know if I want to go. We want to go. Do you want to go crazy? I'm not.
No.
Want to go
with
crazy?
Just this brand or in general?
No. There's like there's one with got dogs on it.
No. If someone ever really wants, actually, I mean, even Evan Williams has. Like, they have everything from honey to tree bark or something. They got like 32 different flavors. I know peach was one of them. There was a bunch of them there too. Actually, Jack has, I think, gone in that route too. I think they all pretty much have the
Crown.
Well, I know Crown has. And also. It's not Seagram's. What's the other one that's big in that too? They have all the flavors too. But anyways,
might even have a few. I don't know.
I don't know Jimmy, but
we're not going crazy in the flavors. I don't think. Well, other than maybe moonshine, pickles, and cherries.
I do want to try
both on my list.
Honestly, the ones that I have seen, I think Dickel makes a Tabasco one that I want to try to see if it has a Tabasco flavor in the thing. I did see a pickle one. I don't know. I don't think it was Dickel's pickle, but it was somebody did a pickle.
No, it was the habanero guy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Someone had a pickle at my store.
It's the moonshiners. What?
I don't think it was them. It wasn't them. They didn't have actual pickles in it. It was.
No, that company does.
There was a pickle. There was a pickle brand, which I thought.
Old Smoky. Old Smoky's got pickles in their jar. They got cherries in their jar.
Oh no, I'm talking just
in a mason jar.
Oh no, I got you.
Spears.
I seen the cherries.
I seen a pickle.
I didn't see a pickle one from them, but
they even got it local. I think
the one I saw was like something's pickle. It was a wicked pickle or spicy pickle.
Down the street's got one.
Is that where I saw it?
Yeah.
I saw it. It was something pickle, and I almost bought it. Just like, does it taste like a pickle? Because just curiosity factor. But usually flavors.
We have a few samples of pickles.
This one is a little bit too sweet for me, but definitely for somebody. And this one actually is really good, though. I don't know if we raved about it the first time around because I don't think we got all that flavor. I think
we did. I think we said it was like.
But if we didn't,
nice, easy.
If we didn't, now that it's got a little room for air to get in there, it really does bring out that nice bite. And if you mix the two of them, it is pretty banging. Like you really get that
I don't know,
syrupy flavor.
For me, I think that would get way too sweet.
I 100% agree.
I almost think I'd have to put that on ice to try to.
But there's somebody.
But again, on ice cream.
On just about in your coffee, in your hot chocolate. Well, I'm just saying, like a lot of people do that. I know people that actually just put maple syrup in their coffee because that's what they like. They don't want to use the creamer; it's better. And I'm gonna try to keep him down because someone's walking by and he's gonna go nuts when he sees her because he doesn't like her. But overall, there you go. Either one of these two, and I know they have a ton of flavors. If you really want to see other flavors, leave a comment down below. But unless we come across something intriguing, I don't see us venturing into many more flavors because most of the flavors we've done to include this one have come from your wife and Total Mind and More when she did her thing because they were top rated and they are good. I will give it. And I don't ever even when you first brought Ellington, if I might even said it in the last video, I think of wine. Like I don't know if they make a wine. Like to me, it sounds like a wine company. But there it is. So there is our Ellington Reserve salted caramel. And again, I really thought it was going to... It is super sweet, though. So, and it reminds me of a butterscotch schnapps. So if you're looking, or some kind of a maple schnapps, I'm telling you, that's actually a really good drink. We used to do shots of that all the time. Oh, just drinking it out of there. Yeah, that is candy in a bottle.
It is.
That is candy in a bottle.
It
100%.
Like you just got done, you just open it.
It almost reminds me of the butterscotch candies. Yeah. I'm going to have to go and get some of them, too, just to reference the taste, because I haven't had that since Graham was around, so.
I'm not sure if CVS carries those. But we can cut this one short, because it's
there you go. So there it is. Get it. It's $15.99 for 750 milliliters, so you're not going to break the bank on this one. But, all right. So spend less, drink more. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Subscribe. Cheers. Okay.
I like the mixture.
I thought it was pretty good.
I actually like the mixture better. Yeah, you get that super flavor with that little bit of the...
You actually taste whiskey.
Yeah.